how to choose business acquisition targets, businesses to buy. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a bit of rundown, actually a follow on from a previous video that I made. On YouTube, I think it's a shorts, but it's on TikTok, it's a standard video. It's a video that I made where I was spending some days, or that day actually was the first day that I was spending on looking for businesses to buy. I ended up spending about 3 days to buy to look for businesses to buy, which, like I said, for you need to allocate specific time for searching for businesses, potential acquisition targets, as you say. You need to allocate time. If you're a business owner at the moment, you need to take yourself out of the day-to-day of your business and just spend specific time just on how to, or looking for businesses to buy. So, okay, let's continue the video, then you'll get more of an understanding. Remember, if you're a business owner, you need to take yourself out of the day-to-day and spend specific time on this thing. Now, that time, what I did, I spent about 3 days looking for businesses to buy. And what happened is that, as always, this is the normal scenario, by the way, most of the businesses are crap. Most of them aren't even worth the paper that they're written on, right? They might be doing very good for the person who owns them right now, but from an acquisition perspective, it's not a good potential acquisition target. So when I am looking for businesses, or when you're looking for businesses, you will go through so many acquisition or businesses that aren't even worth taking a second look at. Now, really and truly, if you're a business owner at the moment and you understand your industry, you'll be able to make those decisions quite quickly. If you're new to acquisitions, it will take you longer, of course. So if you're on the training with me, like for example, as a client of mine, then I'll help you to understand what metrics you should be looking at. But that's a different story. So you would look at your metrics and say, right, this is not good, this is not good, this is not good. And majority of the times you're going to say these are not good. So out of all of the businesses, I spent 3 days looking, tens of businesses. It wasn't quite 100 businesses, but out of all of the businesses that I was sent the documents for, so you request the financial documents that you require, only 2 of them we've had further conversations with. And by the way, we haven't decided on anything. However, all I've said, right, 2 of these are things that we're interested in. Now, by the way, when you're looking for businesses to buy, then you do it through multiple sources or multiple ways. So what other ways? I done 2 things that day, or those 3 days. I went through businesses for sale websites, right? People say you shouldn't go on there. I think there are deals to be had. Majority of it's crap, but there are deals to be had. So I went through business for sale websites, and I went through business brokers websites. The business brokers that I know have decent sized businesses, decent businesses on there. And I spoke to potential partners as well. So a couple of business partners, or associates, I should say. They're not business partners, but say people that I've met over time in the industries, and had a chat with them. Is there anything that's met your eye? So those 2 opportunities that we're having further conversations with, one of them came through a business associate. So someone who is a sort of a partner. They're not really a partner, but they work with us. And they're like, oh, we heard of this business, or this business owner's thinking of selling their business. And, so shall I talk to them and shall I send over the details? I said, yeah, that's fantastic. And that's one of those opportunities. Those are really easy to deal with because you have a reference point between the seller, who we all know each other. So it's always easy to have those conversations. And one of them came through it was either a broker site or it was a business for sales website. I can't remember exactly, but it was actually through, just certain web searching. So there are potential businesses to be had. So what happens with those opportunities is a question for another video that I'll do, whether they have any, legs on them or not, whether it's something that we go and pursue, whether there's even a deal to be had with the seller. Because again, there's very, very early stages, just checking are these businesses even worth buying. If they are, let's take it to the next step. And like I said, out of all of those businesses that I spent 3 days, and only 2 businesses came out. However, even if we end up acquiring one of those businesses, or even if we don't, it's not wasted time. You get to understand that, okay, these are opportunities which you no longer want to look at. So if I ever see any of those other opportunities available, then I am immediately going to dismiss them and save myself time and brain energy. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to save myself brain energy, right? So how to choose business acquisition targets is to, on the top, go through a lot of them, and then based on your deal specification, your deal criteria, you will sift out which ones are worth having second, third conversations with, and then you will be able to choose those acquisition targets. So I'll make another video about two of the most important factors that you need to take into consideration when you are looking for businesses to buy, especially as a business owner, but also if you're a first-time buyer. As a business owner, what you need to be looking at to be able to say that, right, this is a acquisition target that I'm going to go ahead. Anyway, if you want to find out more about how to buy businesses, continue to watch videos on the channel, and I've got a document which details the steps on how to buy a business, so go and check that out in the description.